Join ForumIAS Academy, trusted by thousands of toppers since last 12 years, including IAS Rank 1 Anudeep Durishetty, Shruti Sharma, and Ishita Kishore.
So today we are going to, walk through the final result of civil services and especially how the ForumIAS students have done, right? So results have been wonderful, right?
Yes, it's
And then I would firstly, yeah. So before we start, I really want to congratulate and, entire ForumIAS really want to congratulate all our students who are now our toppers, basically,
Right.
and then for the remarkable achievement and all the hard work and the courage that they've shown in the entire preparation, right? So we are all delighted. We are extremely proud of you. So this is one thing that I wanted to start off with, right?
Rohini, I just want to add to this.
Yeah.
See, there is a sense of emotion always when the results are out, right? एक हमेशा एक
Exactly.
रहता है because हमारा जो मॉडल है फोरम में with students, मुझे इसको emphasize करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Students know it personally. There is a sense of personal
Yes.
touch, right? तो ऐसा होता है कि उनको भी
Yes.
पता है कि there is some other person out there who is basically worried about my results, उसी तरह से
Exactly.
उसी dedication के साथ, right? So we are basically very much
Exactly.
inclined towards, the career of a student in general and the preparation in particular, right? वो personal touch
Right.
रहता है.
Right.
जब result आता है ना, trust
Right.
me, वो पूरे time even I was just, पूरे time refresh करना and
Yeah.
F5 was just waiting for the result.
Yes. Right. So
It
yeah,
was
so the
wonderful.
thrill and the achievement and all the aspects of it are very much personal. I completely agree with that.
And
Right.
Rohini,
So
we as a mentor, right? हमें अलग ही एक चार्ज
yeah,
रहता है कि अच्छा ये स्टूडेंट का हुआ नहीं हुआ, ये स्टूडेंट का हुआ नहीं हुआ, because we have gone through the life cycle of student from the very scratch, right? जब स्टूडेंट आता है ना,
exactly,
right?
right.
Wonderful,
Yeah,
wonderful.
yeah. So we'll just we'll go through the list. We'll have certain, I think, some little stories to tell about certain students, right? Whom we have seen. Yeah. So
Yes, yes.
I'll start with rank 1. So Forum has been extremely fortunate and blessed with rank 1 multiple times, right? So
Yes.
this year, Aditya Srivastava was also our MGP student, right? So
Yes,
we
yes.
congratulate him. We're really proud of you. And then about Ananya, right? So Ananya, I was also reading her testimonial the other day. She said current affairs was particularly very challenging for her to cover. And she specifically mentioned that the current affairs classes that she did is what helped her, navigate all that. And then Dipinsa's handouts and everything is what helped her the best to catch up with all the value addition which is required for current affairs, right? So that's been one, Ananya, again, congratulations. We are very super proud of you, right? And then so rank 2, I think we had last year, Garima Lohia, but this year we don't have rank 2, right? And then Ruhani, right? So Ruhani is one student that I know from 2021, right? And it's not just her, it's her father also that we know. I think most of the members in forum also know,
Yeah.
right?
Yes,
That
yes,
they were
yes.
very close to, I would say, forum IS. And then she did it in 21. I think she got the interview call that time. And then last year she got IPS and this year she got rank 5. I'm super happy and very, very proud, Ruhani. If you're listening to this, I'm so proud of you.
Maybe
Right?
just
And
that
then
her father has been so much dedicated towards her career, right? वो हम कहते हैं ना कि there was Mahavir Singh Fogart from movie Dangal, right? कि
exactly.
हमारी छोरिया के छोरों से कम है. It's just like that. When you mentioned all the mentors we basically know about her father, it's wonderful. Yes.
Yes. So extremely beautiful achievement, right? And then it's so personal. I mean, these kind of result is so personal because you're involved, so involved. For 3 years you're involved, and this comes, it's like too good, right?
Then,
And then
yeah. Tell me.
Yeah, so that's what really happy for her.
Wonderful. Then along with that we have rank 6 Srishti Dabas, right? ये हमारी MGP की बच्ची है, ठीक है ना? I've gone through her copies. She writes wonderful. Okay, she writes really very beautiful answers. ठीक है ना? Along with that, for example, we have Anmol Rathore also. ये हमारी MGP की बच्ची है. Last year also, for example, she topped JKPSC with law as an optional. Now you see those optional, for example, law. Like for example, we have Jaspinder Singh, right? last year he was ranked 33. तो day 1 से student था, ठीक है ना? Now wonderful day, ठीक है ना? बहुत खुशी होती है कि because क्या होता है ना कि स्टूडेंट्स जब आते हैं ना कि सर मेरे लॉ एज एन ऑप्शनल है या फॉर एग्जांपल बहुत स्पेसिफिक ऑप्शनल फिजिक्स एज एन ऑप्शनल है, कल ही मेरे पास बच्चा आया था कि सर मेरा फॉर एग्जांपल मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग ऑप्शनल है, तो डर सा रहता है कि हाँ होगा नहीं होगा, बट that is really I'm really proud of her. Wonderful.
Yeah, and this time Aditya Srivastava also is electrical engineering optional, I think. So the technical options I think have really performed this time. Very early trend, really sure, but good things, right? And
No,
then
tell me.
Yeah, so Ashish also has been our student in multiple programs, right? So I think he was part of sociology tech series, and then MGP 22 and 23 also, right?
Along with that, Medha Anand is also there, dear. She was also part of MGP sociology ATS, right?
Yeah, right.
Wonderful. Okay.
Right. And then who do we have?
Wait, let me go up. Yes.
Kunal is, I think Kunal, you know, right?
Yes, Kunal. Then see, ये बहुत प्यारा बच्चा है. पता है 2 साल से I've been associated with Kunal, and it's like कि वो तो ना गुरु शिष्य वाला कि कुणाल ये करना है कि हाँ सर ये बिल्कुल करना है. नेक्स्ट टाइम उसकी कॉपी में दिखता था, ठीक है. आई स्टिल रिमेम्बर उसकी डेट थी 2nd of January and he was so worried कि सर मेरा इंटरव्यूज में क्या होगा, मैंने लास्ट टाइम भी दिया था, आई कुड नॉट मेक इट टू द लिस्ट, राइट. तो उसको टाइम नहीं मिला था बिकॉज एकदम स्टार्टिंग में ही है. तो ही वाज लाइक सर इस बार मैं लास्ट टाइम ऐसा हो गया था कि आई वाज वरीड कि होगा क्या नहीं. इस बार आई विल सिंपली बी इन द मोमेंट. मैं अपनी तरफ से काम कर रहा हूँ. आई विल गो बेसिकली जैसे कहते हैं ना एकदम not completely blank, but इस तरह से कि I am very objective by nature और जो आएगा I'll accept it at the face value. So that is wonderful. I'm very happy that, for example, this Kunal is actually having a wonderful closure of UPSC now. Very nice.
Brilliant. Yeah. Right. So Ayan and Swati Sharma, right? Swati Sharma, I think you know.
Yes, I know because ये हमारी MGP की बच्ची है, ठीक है ना. I have had a lot of sessions with Swati, ठीक है ना. That is good. She's secured. But ऐसा है कि क्या होता है ना, स्टूडेंट्स को खुद को रियलाइज नहीं होता कि सर ये तो पता था रैंक आएगी, but that too double digit में आएगी, ये एंटिसिपेटेड नहीं था. Right. That is wonderful.
Yeah. Right.
Very
right.
nice.
And then there's one Ayan, right?
Yes, he is rank 16.
Ayan is, yeah. So Ayan was one student is like part of SFG essay guidance program, especially, and AWFG, right? So he was associated with Forum for all these 3 programs, right? And then I think Vardhan Khan and brothers were like part of IGP only. So as a matter of principle, we don't claim interview guidance program ranks, right?
But,
so we
but
just
overall, Vardha has
only for our
wonderful marks here. Wonderful marks,
Yeah.
Yes. 198. Wonderful.
Yes.
Okay, moving forward.
Right. I think we have Saurabh. So we have rank 2. This is rank 22, right? Anshul Bhatt. So Anshul Bhatt was with Forum for political science ATS, right? And then also I think prelims test series he was part of. So this is one unique rank with unique combination we got, right? This is also very nice. And Saurabh, right? Saurabh is one student that is one very sincere. He writes too good, right? If at all, if any of you can access MGP copies of him, right? When we post it on the website, beautiful answers, the beautiful way he writes. He's just one genuine guy, right? Like too good, very sincere, extremely talented, too talented, right? So very good. Right?
ऐसा होता है ना कि when you see the copy, तो एक at the prima facie level ना you get an insight कि definitely this person's name will definitely be in the list, right?
They're so comprehensive in the way they write, in the way they think. They're not missing out on anything. And one more thing, like you said, this is one quality that I've observed across toppers this year, last before year also, that जो भी feedback हम देते हैं या MGP evaluation में that we have given them or mentor discussion where we have told them that okay, this is how you have to change your presentation or something like that. The very next test, you see those changes happen. That is when you're doubly confident. Okay, this guy has a place in the list.
वो खुद को भी अच्छा लगता है. That's why I mentioned ना कि for example Kunal is there. I was mentioning about कि ये करना है बच्चे, अगली बार डायग्राम ऐसे बनेगा. स्ट्रक्चरिंग इस तरह से होगी, पेपर पूरा ऑब्जेक्टिव दिखना चाहिए विद रिच कंटेंट एकदम होना चाहिए, रिच इन फैक्ट्स, एंड इट वाज देयर। तो वो खुद को भी अच्छा लगता है कि गाइड किया और डेफिनेटली कॉपी में आया। वेरी नाइस।
Exactly, right. So these people are like that, right? Saurabh is one such guy. That's what I was telling you about, right? And then so I just wanted to also highlight rank 36 Ayushi Pradhan. So she was one student who was also part of our NGP answer writing focus group, ethics plus classes, especially because ethics plus classes time and again, a very small pool of students, but extremely good quality with extremely good ranks, right? We've seen that last year also.
Right? Every year
And
we are seeing that because Ayusha personally takes the classes, right? Last year also, for example, we have Natasha. She scored wonderful marks, 133 marks, right?
yes,
So that
yes,
is
yes.
in itself is wonderful. Very nice.
So this is one more student, and there is, I think, rank 112 also. She that rank is also that student is also from ethics plus
Let
class.
me scroll down. Wait. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, Sahida, yeah, right. So she is also from the same class, right?
Very. Okay.
And then I think we have Chandana.
Yes, Chandana. See, this is one student now. एक होता ना कि there is a sense of emotion attached because I remember vividly जब मैंने forum join किया था ना, तो I had a basically interaction with Chandana, ठीक है ना? And उसके बाद ऐसा हुआ था कि हाँ, हमारी जो बच्ची है चंदना, उसने अपनी एक रैंक सिक्योर करी थी. शी वाज ऑलवेज इन ऑलरेडी इन सर्विस देन, ठीक है ना? रैंक सिक्योर करके नाउ शी हैज गॉट अ वंडरफुल रैंक, राइट? वो याद रहेगा कि सर रैंक 50 आई है. He has been a consistent student of MGP. Very nice, very good.
Easy to remember. Easy to remember.
And that's what I'm telling you now. That's why I started with this sense of emotion attached there. Very well.
Yes.
Okay. Along with that, then we have Rohit Tyagi. See, I'm telling you, dear, अभी मेरा recent interaction हुआ रोहित से when he dropped by. बहुत प्यारा बच्चा है, बहुत डाउन टू अर्थ एंड हम्बल, ठीक है? उसने क्लियरली कहा कि सर प्रीलिम से पहले आई ऑलरेडी रिटन एमजीपी में ऑलरेडी पेपर लिख चुका था, बट क्योंकि पहला अटेम्प्ट था, अब ये देखो कि इट वाज हिज फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट, राइट? तो एक सेंस ऑफ इनसिक्योरिटी रहती है कि ना सर ऑलरेडी मैं प्रीलिम से पहले लिखा, तो आई हैड एन एडवांटेज कि आफ्टर प्रीलिम्स मुझे इतना पेन नहीं लेना पड़ा बिकॉज़ आई हैड एन ऑप्शन ऑफ ज्योग्राफी व्हिच डिमांड्स अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम, राइट? तो मैं टाइम डिवोट कर पाया ज्योग्राफी बिकॉज़ आई ऑलरेडी रिटन इट बिफोर. वेरी नाइस. Okay, then we have.
So I think Benjo was also part of MGP, right?
Yes, dear.
Benjo,
yes.
And ethics plus classes also, I think. I'm not recalling.
He was part of MGP. Yes, specifically he was there. Yes.
MGP he was there.
He was very closely associated with Ayush sir.
Yes, right. And all this stretch of ranks from like say 62, 63, 64, 65, all of them have been MGP students with all beautiful answer copies. Right, so really nice. Very and then you want to talk about
forward. Oh yes, I have a student. Yes, Garima Mundra is there. तो ये बहुत प्यारी बच्ची है, कॉमर्स अकाउंटेंसी इसका ऑप्शनल था. तो शी केम टू मी कि सर ये एमजीबी मतलब कॉपी मैंने लिखी है, आंसर लिखा है, इसमें क्या क्या वो एक्स फैक्टर जो होता है ना, जो आंसर में छोटी छोटी चीजें होती है, राइट? वो कहते हैं ना शक्तिमान की छोटी छोटी मगर मोटी बातें, राइट? तो दैट वाज मिसिंग कि सर ये डालना है. एंड आई एम वेरी मच हैप्पी कि फाइनली शी हैज secured rank 80. That's really, I'm really proud of her. Very well.
Right. Beautiful. And then we have one rank 82. Can we go to that page?
Scroll up. Yes, dear. Yes.
So rank 82 is so this student is from Hyderabad center, right? So that is where I met him, like during main most of the times. But then, so ये बच्चे होते हैं ना that they are very calm. They are no noise, right? So they just calmly come, give you the paper, say, ma'am, this is the thing that I've written. What do you think? This is the essay that I've written. What do you think? Right? And they just calmly go. They don't make any noise. But then when you look at their ranks, they just speak for themselves, right? So this is one of.
But we say that work in silence, let the victory speak for itself, right?
Very loud now.
Okay, moving forward, then we have Rohini rank 96. Yes, ये बहुत प्यारी बच्ची है.
Yeah.
I think you recall, right? She was part of 𝐏𝐫𝐸 program.
Yeah.
And that is also a wonderful program. For example, there is a mentor guided and mentor coordinated program. So accountability जो होगी ना, there is a checklist which is basically maintained by the mentor himself, right, or herself. So that is wonderful. ये हमारी बेचारी बहुत प्यारी बच्ची है 𝐏𝐶𝐵 program. Very well.
So these are the students who have this very high levels of self-discipline, right? So that is why, that is exactly why, right? So,
Very well.
and
Okay.
then we have this one student, Hari Shankar, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
he's
Rank,
an officer
yes, rank
actually.
1 to
He's
7.
already in services. Yeah, he's already in services, and now I think he's eventually made it to the top ranks. He was in, like, say, I don't remember his rank from the previous attempt, but I've known him from, I think, 2021, right? So all he needed was a little essay guidance this time around, but very sincere, extremely cheerful kind of person, right? Really, really nice, right? And then,
Okay.
like I said, we have, like, say, Sahadarshini was also in Ethics Plus classes. She was also part of Current Affairs and MGP Plus, right? So that is
There are a lot of students,
about.
who are part of current affairs, Dipin sir classes, right? Even in the offline, when I meet students, they're always like, sir, there is a 360-degree understanding. कि एक बार सर ने टॉपिक समझा दिया ना, देन मुझे लगता नहीं है कि मुझे उसके बाद दोबारा उसके बारे में सोचने की जरूरत है. And what I get is basically different vantage points, right? That is what students basically, you tell when they meet me. Very nice. Okay. Then there was,
And one more, and also
yes,
one thing about the Current Affairs classes is, once they know that how a important topic has to be seen, so now they have a framework कि वो जो भी पढ़े, even if they're reading a newspaper, now they have a framework to look at the current affairs in a very different way once they do the classes. So it's not just in the class whatever is helping, outside also whatever they're exposed to, they're looking at it from that angle. So this is what I understood from the students I spoke, right? So this is how it has helped them, right? And then Chaitanya Giri, I think you would have met. I think he was at the center, right, in Delhi
yes.
recently. Yeah.
Right. Then, for example, we have Samiksha Sarwar. Yes. Now, ये भी
Yes.
बहुत प्यारी बच्ची है. तो
Right.
she was part of NGP, ठीक है ना? She was part of IGP also, ठीक है? अब ये क्या है कि she is very much associated. मेरे पास D1 से ही मेरी बात बहुत प्यारी बच्ची associated रही है. मुझे अभी भी याद है जब मैसेज भरा हुआ है. Her interview was a, let me tell you exactly dear. बेचारी बहुत डरी हुई थी कि सर मेरा इंटरव्यू कैसे जाएगा. And I was like, dear, make sure you are there, present there, objectively दे के आना, relax होके दे के आना. It's just an interaction. Take it like one-on-one interaction. जैसे मेरे से बात कर रहे हो ऐसे ही. तो इसका मैसेज आया. It was on 31st of January and the interview was 29th of Jan, right? She scored wonderful marks there. She scored 210 marks.
Brilliant. Yeah.
And
very nice.
मैंने उसको ये बोला था कि डियर मेक श्योर कि पर्सनालिटी बहुत ह्यूमिलिटी बेस्ड और हम्बल बेस्ड दिखनी चाहिए, राइट? और शी अप्लाइड इट ऑन मी. मैंने कहा असेसमेंट कैसी रही सर? इंटरव्यू में एवरेज रही, डेफिनेटली नॉट माय बेस्ट, नॉट माय वर्स्ट. एंड शी एंडेड अप गेटिंग 210. आई वाज सो सरप्राइज्ड. मैंने उससे कॉल पे बात करी जब मार्क्स आए. आई कहा यू आर वंडरफुल, यू मेड अस प्राउड. अरे दैट इज गुड.
Right.
ओके, मूविंग फॉरवर्ड. देन वी हैव, यस, हमारे पास एक और बच्ची है, सुमन यादव. यस, 170 रैंक. अब ये बहुत प्यारी बच्ची है, ठीक है ना? शी हैज बीन एसोसिएटेड विद एनजीपी. I had interactions with her at the offline center. Very nice. Okay, in between, Rohini,
also,
there is
I just wanted to highlight this one student, Kate, right? So he's also like, I just met him for the interview preparation for the DAF session. So humble. I think this is one unique. That's again one more quality that we get to observe only during interview guidance, na? Because when they're writing MGP, we just look at their answers. We don't look at that, how they are as a person. But only when you look at their interview guidance and mocks and DAF sessions, that's when you get to know the real personality. So humble. All of them, most of them that I've met, I've said not most, all of them are very quite humble, right?
And for example, we have rank 136, right? Arpit Kumar. ये बहुत प्यारा बच्चा है. ये हमारा हिंदी मीडियम का बच्चा है, ठीक है ना? तो he has been very much closely associated with आयुष सर also. तो उन्होंने गाइड किया है पर्सनली, राइट? अब क्या होता है ना, हिंदी मीडियम का रिजल्ट जैसे हम देख रहे हैं, जनरलाइज्ड ट्रेंड है कि बहुत कम बच्चे क्लियर कर पा रहे हैं उससे. ऐसा नहीं है, एफर्ट सारे ही डाल रहे हैं, राइट? रिजल्ट आउट का जो आउटपुट आ रहा है वो आपके एफर्ट्स के बेसिस पे आ रहा है. बट ये इज वन वेरी हार्ड वर्किंग चैप, आई मस्ट से. वेरी वेल. ओके, मूविंग फॉरवर्ड. Yes, Rohit. Should I scroll down?
I think you can scroll down. So all the students in the previous page now, so all the students that we had, right? This Patel Mitul Kumar, right? So he has been part of like a lot of programs of MGP. So otherwise, all this rank 137, 138, all of them have been part of MGP, right? Ishita is also part of MGP. There's one more Ishita Pandey, she's been part of sociology test series, right?
Very.
And one student I also want to talk about was same humility component was Shivansh, right? So Shivansh has also like gotten beautiful score. He was part of our IGP program, but that is it's just one session. You just give them your boundaries, what all you have to cover, because it also looks too intense, right? When you're preparing for interview, that okay, especially when the interview dates are early on, right? So just 1-2 sessions, and then they are very clear and they work on it really, right? So that was, I think, one very, very good and humble student. He's got an IAS now, right?
Very.
And then, so any other, I think you want to talk about Anurag. I think both of us know. Anurag
Yes,
Chopra.
because he has been associated online with you and offline with me, right? So last time also, I clearly remember, I think he has scored rank 410, right?
Right.
And this year basically end up with, I think, 210 rank, right?
Right.
Okay,
Yeah, I
okay.
think so. 210 Anurag. Yeah.
Oh, okay, wonderful, wonderful, very nice. Okay, moving forward, then another student ranked 254. Just a minute, yeah.
Harsh.
Yeah, Harsh Chaudhary. अब ये हमारा already selected बच्चा है. Last time also in 2021 he ended up with Indian Information Services. Then he's been associated with me in the offline center. Dedicatedly आया. गरिमा की तरह इसका भी हमारे बच्चे का जो है जो ऑप्शन था वो कॉमर्स एंड अकाउंटेंसी था, बहुत स्पेशलाइज्ड डोमेन था, राइट? Then we worked simultaneously, for example, कि ऑप्शनल के लिए make sure कि हाँ हम काम कर रहे हैं, एमजीपी के हम आंसर्स लिख रहे हैं. And when it comes to interview, he was so scared कि सर मेरा जो बिकॉज एक्सपीरियंस है और मेरा जो लर्निंग्स है, मेरी जो हॉबीज है, इतना पेज कवर कर रहा है सर. नाउ व्हाट टू डू? नाउ आई सी क्या होता है ना कि वी आल्सो लर्न फ्रॉम द एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ आयुष सर. तो आई सिंपली से देखो, आयुष सर ने भी ये कहा है कि एक टाइम था जब आपका हरा भरा डैप हुआ करता था ना, तो उसको हम क्या होता था, हाँ थोड़ा नेगेटिव कोनोटेशन में जाता था. बट दिस टाइम अगेन इट हैज टर्न डाउन कि हाँ, इफ यू हैव हॉबी एंड यू कैन जस्टिफाई दैट अचीवमेंट्स है, trust me, it's going to be wonderful. Now he's basically getting ranked 254 and eventually he'll end up in IAS. Right? Wonderful.
Right. So just one more we have on the same page, 251, yes. Aradhana. Right? So Aradhana is one such student. If you meet her, you'll know how extremely sweet she is, extremely humble. But her optional score, she is part of sociology ATS also, is 280. So she just texted me today morning, ma'am, they gave me less in the interview, but it's mains. And I'm really thankful to Forum that it is my mains which has improved, and I improved over 113 marks from my previous mains till now, right? So she's extremely good, okay? So that is, this is one student who's very, very sincere, very nice, right? And I would really appreciate her efforts and her patience and her courage, everything, right? She's one very sweet person, right?
That
then
I think is what I say, Rohini, ना कि वो थोड़ा सा since you vividly remember कि हाँ student ये थी, उसने ये किया, ये गलतियां थी. That is what I'm telling you, ना, that's a personal touch, right? That is what is required. Now you are taking online, I'm taking offline, right? We have hundreds of students जो हम simultaneously deal कर रहे हैं, but ये हमारा भी एक, जैसे कहते हैं ना हिंदी में, ना दायित्व बनता है कि हाँ एटलीस्ट टिप्स में पता हो कि किस स्टूडेंट का क्या डायग्नोसिस है, right?
Exactly. And I have two more such students, okay? So one is we have 297 and 298.
Yes.
So 297 is Ankit Agrawal, right? So this is one student who are like this, no, they leave no stone unturned, right? So now this last time also he gave interview. I think last before also he gave interview. This time he was like, every time before he used to write a mains test, there used to be a considerable gap. And then the kind of transformation he brought in terms of answers, in terms of how he has written his answers for all his optional geography, he's done extremely well, right? But the kind of changes that he brought, there is absolutely no reason that you can deny marks to him, right? Such were the answers that I think we'll be seeing his MGP copies also soon on the website. But very beautiful answers, very, very detailed, extremely comprehensive. And Shubhanshi is, I think it is her third attempt, and her option was literature, right? So this was also one student who's constantly worried, ma'am, am I doing enough or not? Ma'am, what is everybody else doing? Right? Am I doing enough or not? Right? So I but they've given me only this many marks. So She's very particular about what she's doing, the kind of efforts, how targeted they are, how she's
Right.
very, very well organized. She writes also extremely good, but you need to tell her that no, you are writing really good, right? So she's one very sweet and extremely talented in terms of writing, right?
Wonderful, wonderful. See, dear, we are still
Yeah.
collating the data, okay? So
Yeah.
I got some time. I collated till 300. I'm still collating till 1,000. Okay. I still have a
Yeah.
list. So I'm just
Right.
marking them कि हाँ कौन student था, कौन सा किस part पे था और क्या situation थी. I'm still
Right.
marking. Okay. But that's wonderful. You have other students also. I have a whole list. Sagar Kaushik is there,
Right.
and this is one
Right.
student who basically left BSF. Right. He was एक होता है ना emotion में बह जाना कि sir, he was literally crying, sir, मैं BSF छोड़ के आ रहा हूँ. What should I do? Right? Should I prepare or not? Now finally he's ended up with a wonderful rank of 547. Abhinav Ashok is there. He's one,
Right.
बहुत प्यारा बच्चा है, ठीक है ना? And he was like, sir,
Right.
हो जाएगा ना, हो जाएगा ना. अरे मैं कहा, dear, don't worry. You are putting effort and your efforts will eventually speak up. Then, for example, हमारी एक student है निधि चौधरी, वो हमारी foundation की बच्ची है, बहुत प्यारी बच्ची है, 2 साल से,
Yeah.
and
Yes, I've heard about her.
yes, she has been associated with foundation. So 2 साल से I've been associated with the student. So last year also she made it to the interviews, but convert नहीं हुआ. This year she has finally converted, right? So I'm really happy, dear. Wonderful. Very
But I
nice.
really like this, na, ki when they're, they have given an attempt or so, and then they've realized that no, let me do the foundation program, and then they're, then they just improve and they show the transformation. That is really nice.
And that is
Right.
the same year, no? She just entered into the
Yeah.
foundation program. She prepared simultaneously. She was preparing her optional of philosophy also.
Right.
Same year she gave the interview.
Right.
This year she finally converted it. Right. That is wonderful.
Right.
Very well.
Yeah.
Okay. So Rohini, what
And also,
tell
a
me.
couple of students I also want to although we have not, we are very sorry that we have not highlighted all your names. We would really love to do that. We did not go through the entire list, but of the,
I'll carve
just
some
of my
time.
mind,
I'll collate the data,
yeah.
Rohini, and again we'll have a session later on till 1,000. I promise.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but a couple of students whom I really remember is from Hyderabad Center we have Dhanush, right? So such sincere, right? So sincere, just looking at him into his efforts, putting all the, very extremely sincere student, right? So whatever you give advice, he will show it to you in the next paper that he is writing, and he will tell you, ma'am, I did everything like this. What is the future scope now for my paper? So at every stage, not just that, even for interview, like every time is like that. And then there's Lindia, right?
Yes, yes.
I think she's most probably getting IS. It is her first attempt, and she was totally dependent on what advice you were giving and executing that perfectly, right? Especially with MGP answers, right? So that is also one very remarkable effort and kind of strength that she has shown in the preparation. Really, commendable. And a couple of other students is Jaivani, right? So the minute I saw her paper, वो देख के लगता है ना कि that okay, this student is really good, right? So only one time when I saw her paper, I understood the first time only that she's writing very brilliant answers, right? And then one more is Rajesh Kumar. So I'm hoping to see him at the top of the list sometime. This time he's in the list, but he's that student. No, he's so inspirational. मतलब उसका journey भी इतना inspirational है, and the way he looks at life. It's like I did not ask him. I did not say congratulations or anything like that. I just asked how are you feeling. Then he was like, "Ma'am, I'm detached from the result." Right. So these are such people, right? Wherever they are in the list, wherever they are in their life, they tend to make a difference. So such kind of students, I'm really glad and proud that you're in the list and you have achieved or your dreams have come true, right? And I definitely am also sure that you'll make it count, right? I could not take all your names. I'm really sorry for that. I would want to take all the names, right?
One name
But
I
we
would
will
like to add,
we will
Rohini, one name I would like to add
yeah.
because he's too young, ठीक है ना? His name is Rituraj, okay? Now he's finally ended with a rank. Although he was not happy कि सर नहीं मुझे चाहिए तो single digit, double digit. He is again writing this year, and he was so relaxed कि at least हो गया, but he was not satisfied with the rank. सर अब improve करनी है मुझे. पहला attempt था दे दिया, finally हो गया. I have made my mother proud, right? He's basically from
Right.
Assam. So, right, and we have, for
Okay.
example, other students, Shikhar Nautiyal is there, Lakshman Anand is there, a lot of students, right? I'll be
Right.
collating the data and we'll have
Yes.
another session.
Yes, definitely. Right.
Very well, Rohini.
then,
And what about, Rohini, what
getting
about this marks and all this? The mark sheets have come, right? I'm still, into this looking after the mark sheets. But general trends you have noticed.
Yes. Right. So the general trends is like, say, I have seen only a couple of mark sheets, like say probably 30, 40 mark sheets that, yesterday afternoon when my phone started buzzing like 30, 40 times back to back, then I understood that mark sheet would have come now. Right. So the early trends that I've observed is GS2 and 4 done extremely good this time.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Even I've seen the mark sheets.
Essay, I think I want to really properly do a research. I don't want to go with the early trends or whatever, but I think essays, I've not seen the highest of high scores this time. I just really want to like look at it more, right? But then I think GS1 and GS3 have been, I think, marked a little less last time. At least GS3 was less last time also, but I think GS1 is also less for quite a number of students this time also.
GS1, the marks have the GS1 marks have come down only. And I've seen the mark sheet. जैसे कल मेरे पास कुछ mark sheets आई हैं, उनमें देखा मैंने, and the highest in the essay also अभी तक तो मैंने 129 देखा, मेरा एक student था, right? But eventually, I think जैसे जैसे mark sheets आएंगी, students will keep visiting, so I'll update on the portal, right?
Yeah, and optionals, have you noticed anything with optionals?
See, मेरे पास वो भी students हैं, they are like sir, एक mark से just मैंने interview दिया है, and my optional has basically failed me, right? For example, there's a student, for example, Sanket, तो ये सेम कि सर एंथ्रो ने थोड़ा सा बैकफायर किया है, राइट? मार्क्स सब्सटेंशियली डाउन तो हुए हैं डियर, सिलेक्शंस हुए हैं, बट मार्क्स कंपैरेटिवली डाउन हुए हैं. It's across, but जो बहुत specialized domains, you can say that, for example, electrical engineering we have seen, for example, law we have seen, commerce we have seen, mechanical we have seen, people are coming into. So these options which are basically at the back side, they have basically taken the limelight.
Right. I think one relief is, I think geography students got this year, right? True. Geography, I think, got good marks this time. A couple of students that I personally know got really good marks, right? And then one more is, as usual, PubAd and political science have been, I think, losing again, right? So I think there is a cycle which UPSC follows that, okay, these options will be
it's a year trend, right?
Extremely, right? So I think this is just the early, rough trends that we have seen, I think, but I think a lot more has to be looked into.
And what about prelims? It's approaching, right? What about prelims?
Yes. So the cutoff is, I think,
have you seen the marks?
Historical low.
When people used to, the students used to come at the offline center now. Okay, sir, is prelims nahi hua. And because I would say that's, touch wood, we have a large sample size of students in forum, so हम एक बार को थोड़ा सा देख सकते हैं कि हाँ भाई कट ऑफ इतनी गई होगी. जितने students आए हैं, they can very well relate. 75, 76, 77. I used to say in the offline के dear cut off लगभग इतनी जानी चाहिए. अब एक कल student आया, he said कि sir, I personally believe even UPSC was celebrating India at 75. Right.
Right. Okay. Right. No, but so 75 is like some, it's very, I mean, it's historical low, right? That we have seen. I think at least in our generation, what we have seen, we've not seen below 75, at least when we are writing. It was not even 90s, I think, when we are writing, right? So it was more. But so one thing is, last time it was because nobody was prepared to handle that level of CSAT difficulty, right? That's one of the reasons that it could have gone that much down. Otherwise, it could have been around 85 or 86 or something like that, like previous years. But I think this time around, students are also very much prepared with CSAT. So we cannot, definitely we cannot expect what would be the cutoff before the exam and all. But I think there will be some course correction. It will not remain low is it's my hunch, right?
Rohini, on a lighter note, looking at this result of prelims now, I personally believe GS is more of a qualifying paper now. The real kingmaker is now CSAT. I've gone through the marks of students, right? And they have scored 104. I've seen the marks 90 and 107.
110 I have seen.
And when it comes to CSAT, they're scoring 65.68. I've seen, okay, for example, nice, 66 हुआ ही नहीं, 65, 64. They're just very close, right? But eventually they were unable to write means.
But I'm sure, like a lot of students that I know who are giving prelims and preparing, they're extremely working hard since Jan, Feb onwards only on CSAT, and this time around they're well prepared for it. Is my understanding. So that is one. So and one more, a couple of things to reiterate now because prelims is getting close. Is one thing Ayush sir always tells that it's not those 10, 15 odd questions which will come surprise you in the exam is not the competition, right? It's 40, 50 questions which come from the books, straightforward, which comes from the coaching class, which comes from the current affairs, which you have seen earlier, and wo galti mein, stress mein, nervous energy, whatever it is, then you make a mistake, you go there and make a silly mistake. That is a blunder. It's not a blunder to not know those weird, extraordinarily difficult questions, right?
True.
So
And
that is
underestimating this PYQ thing, and that too at the option level. You need to take 100 questions, and not as 100 questions, but as 400 options. Every option has to be crystal clear in the head. That is what is required. Getting it? And dedicatedly devoting time, at least 3 to 4 hours for CSAT regularly. I personally believe that is what is required. CSAT is becoming challenging there.
Yes. Also, those who are solving SFG, right? I think they're also exposing themselves to multiple pattern of questions which can come.
True.
Which UPSC is experimenting, like assertion, reason, only one pair match, two pair match kind of questions that are coming. And then also in level 2, we've introduced every day there are 5 CSAT questions. That we also, they are practicing CSAT on daily basis. They're looking at different types of questions for CSAT also. So that is one thing. And then revision is irreplaceable. So how many ever times you can revise before the exam, please look at your books that many number of times is one thing that they can do, right? So
very well said.
Yeah. So that is fun. I think other than that, I think we have more students to appreciate personally, also, right? So we would, if possible, we'll have a follow-up session to this, because we could not name everybody now, right? So just one thing that I want to, which I usually get reminded of quotes from time to time. I'm a person with quotes, right? So there's one Rumi quote which says that, whoever travels without a guide, right, needs 200 years for a 2-year, 2-day journey, right? So, that is I would not say that, finding the right guidance is one thing which is really important, right? So I just want to re-emphasize on the same thing, reiterate the same thing that, Forum is always here for you. Those who have not made to this list yet, right? We're always there to hear, whatever concerns you have, to support you and to guide you across all the stages. That's one thing that, that is Forum's, say the principle that we have, right?
See there, when I'm meeting students in the offline, right? So, and they know it, they can relate with it. We eventually, every time we say it's not, being unguided. It's about being misguided, so ज़्यादा damage करता है. अगर unguided होंगे ना, then we can apply our own mind. But misguided होंगे ना, then trust me, we are basically not applying our own mind, and we are basically going the wrong way. Getting it?
Yes.
Very
Perfect.
well.
So I just that's why I reminded Rumi's quote, right?
It was wonderfully said there. Very well.
Right,
Tony will again, I'll try to collate the data there, okay? And then we'll try to have
Yeah.
another session post 300, okay?
Cool. Yes.
Okay, dear.
Right.
Good day.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, Rani. Bye. Good day.